Man, I'm losing my mind playing this game.
Guy's got the wall hacks maxed out. Like,
Alright, so as you can see, YouTubers and streamers just hate Black Ops 7. Some of them even want Battlefield 6 instead of Black Ops 7. Let's go over why, and by the end of the video, after we go through everything, I want you guys to decide and comment down below which game do you think is better, Black Ops 7 or Battlefield 6, and which one are you gonna get. Alright, now to basically start it off, obviously Call of Duty is dealing with so much drama, and it's causing a lot of hate for this new game, Black Ops 7. So there's like the streamers that have been kind of faking reactions to make Call of Duty look better. Then there's like the "we need you in Verdansk" weird situation with Mr. Dalek JD. If you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link to that video in the description. And then other Call of Duty streamers also trying to turn Battlefield 6 into Call of Duty. That's at least what some people are saying. For sure, them being focused on so much more of the Battle Royale than Battlefield itself. And then like the Battlefield core fans, at least some of them or most of them probably don't even really care for the Battle Royale game mode. And those are just like some of the things I feel like that's kind of causing this hate for Black Ops 7. If anything, I would say it's getting even more hate after supposedly taking out SBMMM, which is the skill-based matchmaking. Everybody was complaining about that, and they've been complaining about it for years on Call of Duty. Not just this Call of Duty, right? It's been the past years of games. We've been complaining about it, saying that it's terrible, it ruins the game, obviously. They decide to take it out, supposedly take it out, right? I really think they did it in the way they did it just to save themselves. Literally because they did it days before the Battlefield 6 release, right? I mean, come on. Clearly seems like a desperate attempt to save their game. And obviously, if you've been on Black Ops 7 on the beta, at this point the open beta, right? So anyone can play it. Hey, if you've been on it, you can tell. There's an open mosh pit and one that's supposed to be the normal game mode where the SBMM's still all the way there. It's the same thing. I don't know what they think they're doing. They just changed the title of a playlist and they think people are going to believe that that's a whole new game mode without SBMM in it. They might have tuned it down a tiny bit, but it really makes no difference when everybody sees that you made that mode and now everybody wants to go to that mode, you know what I mean? So it basically turns it back into the same game that it was before. So essentially, not just me, but a lot of people feel like this whole taking out the SBMM, you know, removing SBMM didn't even work. They really didn't do it. If you've seen, obviously Call of Duty tweeted it out and say that they put up, you know, the open mosh pit mode to take out SBMM, which is supposed to, you know, really save this game. Obviously, it didn't work. After playing it, people realized it was a scam, obviously, right? At the beginning, when you first seen the open mosh pit, some of these YouTubers were actually hyped about it, which makes sense. Obviously, in the beginning, you think, you know, maybe this thing is actually legit until you actually test it out, right?
This is groundbreaking. I mean, this is what we've been waiting for. This tweet has 1.5 million views in 2 hours. And I'm just going to read it word for word for you. Let's switch things up. Later today, we'll have 2 playlists in the BO7 beta, Mosh Pit, and a new option called Open Mosh Pit. Now, Open Mosh Pit features classic matchmaking where skill is minimally considered. Minimally considered. I'm just going to sum it up for you guys. In this playlist, skill-based matchmaking is now gone. It is based on ping. It is based on lobby connectivity. It is based around lobby balancing, like the old school BO2 vibes. And I sat there and I went, it's almost like these guys are actually taking the feedback this year. Because I just couldn't believe it. Now, here's my thoughts on all of this. I put out a tweet immediately after this, after I saw this, after I started crying for a little bit. And I simply said this: thank you, Battlefield. That's what I said.
All right, now initially I would see that and I would say, I would agree and say, yeah, thank you, Battlefield, because it essentially pushed Call of Duty to be like, yo, we really have to change this. We really have to take SBMM out, essentially, right? Bro, they really didn't do it. Thank you, Battlefield, but also I'm more in the stance of like, thank you, Battlefield, for making a good game and releasing it this year to save us from Call of Duty. Not thank you, Battlefield, for pushing Call of Duty to take out SBMM when they really didn't even do it. And that's not a shot at T-Dawg or anybody. That's just saying, yo, like, Call of Duty didn't even really take it out. So, you know what I'm saying?
And I simply said this: thank you, Battlefield. That's what I said. Because without these guys, we are probably playing a BO6 DLC
I don't know. Black Ops 7 still feels like a BO6 DLC.
And the reason that they are making these moves is solely because of Battlefield. And I know I said there was other reasons, because here's another thing too that just came out the other day. Yesterday, I think. The Steam charts. Now I'm gonna go around this a little bit too. The Steam charts are usually something that players like to kind of go and talk about when it comes to like, how's the game doing? If the game's popping off and it's a high Steam chart and it's keeping the player balance, people are like, yeah, I mean, this game's popping. And then if you see like a steady decline, it's like that game's dying. Or if it like just doesn't reach what it's supposed to reach, it goes, yeah, nobody's playing that game. Well, it came out that Black Ops 7, the early access beta, did not even allow this game to crack 100,000 people.
And I'm kind of surprised by that. Call of Duty usually does good on their betas. They usually have a lot of players, but it just shows this game is just not good this year.
And I'm not going to lie to you. I think Call of Duty went into full panic mode, because I think that they saw that this beta is not doing anywhere near the numbers Battlefield is. Not even close. And people are playing it, and people are fed up with getting the same exact thing over and over and over again. And before people go,
OT, it's just Steam. Nobody plays Call of Duty on Steam.
There's a little bit of an argument there. But then I would see the Battlefield numbers, where I think a lot of people play Battlefield on Xbox and PlayStation, and they have their own EA app. There was 500,000 people playing the beta.
Yo, that's crazy. 500,000 people playing just the beta.
Well, Battlefield was an open beta. This is kind of like a closed beta, an early access beta.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you cannot find access to this beta, you ain't trying. There is literally options to watch any streamer that is playing Black Ops 7 for 1 hour, and you get sent the code. People like me that went to COD Next, we had like 25 codes sent to us. All these streamers and creators are giving away codes left and right.
Yeah, at that point, it's not a problem of codes or people not being able to even get access to the beta. It seems like it's just that people don't want access to it. They don't even want to try out the game. They know it's bad. They've seen videos from it. All right, now as you can see, Black Ops 7 doesn't even have the player base there, bro. They're so desperate, and it's so clear to see. Like, the fact that you try to put this SBMM thing or take it out right before, days before Battlefield 6 comes out. Yeah, okay, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to save your stuff last minute before Battlefield 6 just completely takes over, bro. I don't know what they're thinking. It's not going to work, right? If they actually did it, maybe it would have helped, but they really didn't do it right. And the fact that they can't even get players on a beta after they took out the SPMM, their player base did not rise to what Battlefield 6's beta is at. You know what I'm saying? So Battlefield 6 still seems to be completely winning versus this whole, Call of Duty versus Battlefield thing. But yeah, that's pretty much for why, Black Ops 7 is losing and just hated and all this stuff right now. But we got to go over Battlefield 6 too, I feel like. So, so many comments being on the trailer for Call of Duty talking about Battlefield 6. Bro, I mean, I'm sure that's old news at this point, but I'm sure somebody's probably missed that and not seen it by now that's maybe watching this. Like, literally everybody was saying let's just go to Battlefield 6 on the Call of Duty trailer. And then also there's some other drama about people thinking that streamers could be ruining Battlefield 6, especially COD streamers turning it into Call of Duty and things like that. I feel like one of the main things that makes Battlefield so much better than Call of Duty right now is the fact that they're not using the celebrity skins and the other dumb skins. All right, now I want to see this clip right here that says it's got 3 different reasons or main reasons why Battlefield is actually way better than Call of Duty.
5 reasons Battlefield is better than Call of Duty. The first one is the lack of intense skill-based matchmaking. It's crazy that I load into a 32v32 conquest game faster than I can a 6v6 game in COD. Listen, I know I keep dead horse, but like, how many times do I gotta say skill-based matchmaking?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Even on that first reason right there, the skill-based matchmaking, that was funny because I didn't even know, as someone who hasn't played every Battlefield, I haven't played every single Battlefield, right? But like, and I never really looked into it because it's never really been a problem across any of the games I've played except Call of Duty, right? Call of Duty's only really had this problem with the SBMM. So like, when I seen that, and I noticed how bad you know, Call of Duty was getting with the SBMM, I started to think, wait, does Battlefield even have SBMM? So then, you know, basically they don't. So I'm like, bro, this is literally like better, way better than Call of Duty at this point. It's crazy.
You have the actual, you know, cool skins instead of night anime. I haven't heard one person say that they didn't like Battlefield because they wish they could have ran around as a Ninja Turtle. Then you have the atmosphere. When you spawn in, it feels like you're actually like over in Chicago or shit, bro. You hear explosions, bullets flying by your head. And I know I said 5 reasons, but I could only think of 3. Let me know in the comments if you could think of any other reasons why Battlefield is better than Call of Duty.
So there's the other 2 ones right there that he said, the skins in the game. Oh, that's crazy. That's got to be like one of the biggest ones, right? Bro, if you look at the old Call of Duties, they didn't have those goofy looking skins, bro. I don't know what they're doing nowadays, but that definitely ruins it. And so the fact that Battlefield's not doing the goofy and celebrity skins and all these crazy things, furries running around or whatever, I think it's way better just because it actually matches the game, right? I mean, if you're going to make a game that has to do with those skins, this probably should be a whole different game. It's not, you know, Battlefield. It's not Call of Duty. But yeah, so that's definitely one of the pluses for sure. That's definitely one of the reasons why Battlefield is definitely better, in my opinion, is the skins. You might not think the skins are like that big of a deal, right? Especially because, like, I don't know, as the player, if you put on the skin for your own thing, you're not really going to see it that much. Like, only the, you know what I'm saying? The enemies are going to see you, like, see your skin or whatever as much. But, like, certain ones, though, when your whole arm is, like, this purple furry character or something, like in Call of Duty, bro, it's popping out so much that, like, it looks like you're playing Fortnite or something completely different at that point. It just rips the seriousness that is, you know, even there at all in these type of games or whatever, right? And then, like you said, the atmosphere too. I think, like, the whole sound design, going more into depth than that, I guess I would say for me, the atmosphere, yeah, but like the sound design too, it really is so immersive. And the fact that it's like, you know, a big map that you can run around on, and like one person I was talking to was saying like, oh, it gets boring, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna get boring running around the map. I've heard that so many times. I used to say that same thing on Battlefield. Oh, I don't like it because you know, you spawn so far back and then you have to run, you know, so far just to find somebody. It's the same way in Call of Duty Warzone. If you really think about it for a second. In Call of Duty Warzone, on the big maps, you run around and it takes forever to find somebody. And then if you die, you really can't even spawn right back in. So it's worse than Battlefield for sure at that point. But then even with Battlefield, I feel like it's actually better because you technically don't have to spawn so far back every time. You can spawn on your squad. And if they're closer to combat, maybe not in combat, so you know what I'm saying, you can actually spawn in on them, then there you go. You're so much closer. You don't have to spawn all the way in the back of spawn and then run up there. Bro, that, yeah, to me, that's way better. That saves time. It's not like this running simulator where you got to run. And then a looting simulator, too, what that whole Battle Royale mode is. Obviously, they're adding a Battle Royale mode to Battlefield 6, but I don't know. I just want to see how that even is yet. I don't know what to think of that. It's crazy. I've never seen this. Black Ops 7 versus Battlefield 6, the physics, graphics, and details comparison. Bro, you're telling me Call of Duty's too lazy to add bullets falling on the ground? I don't know, bro. look at that. You get to shoot the tire and it just falls down towards that direction of where the tire fell. Like, that's actually so realistic. It's crazy. Like, that actually looks so good for Battlefield. And then I still can't get over the fact that on the Call of Duty one, bro, yo, there's old Call of Duties that I'm sure I remember where you shoot and the bullets would fall to the ground and you'd have the shell casings or whatever falling on the ground, right? They really got lazy enough to forget to add that? Are they? Bro, come on. They know that these videos are all over YouTube of the comparisons and, like, you know, detailed comparisons and stuff like that. There's no way they're that lazy to add bullets falling on the ground. That's insane. You see that? You're literally throwing an RPG. You're shooting an RPG at a countertop with all these freaking monitors and PCs on it, and nothing blows up, bro. Are you serious? This dude just shot a whole rocket launcher at that thing. Look at this thing. Look at. What did it do, bro? It didn't even do nothing. Bro, are they really that lazy to add some destruction that happens, bro? You can completely, like, destroy everything in Battlefield 6, bro. There's no way. Now that makes Call of Duty look even more boring, bro. Look how in-depth that difference is. It's literally just an all-white screen for freaking Call of Duty, bro. And it's always been like that, too. Like, bruh, come on. There's no way. That actually looks so much more, like, clean and realistic. I don't know how realistic it is. I never got hit with a flashbang, but, like, bro, that looks way better. Right, grenade versus car. Is the car smoking now too? I think the car should still be smoking after a grenade under it too. Like it's a. Oh, yep. I was gonna say, is it gonna explode? Okay, there you go. Yeah. All right. Nah, Battlefield is literally the better game. I want to see what it does on this too. There's no way. Yep, it just instantly blows up. Nah, I like how it did it on Battlefield, bro. That's crazy. Stem shot. I like how there's like an effect on your screen on the Battlefield version for a little bit. Look, you see, and then it goes away. Yeah, that makes you like really know it's working. Oh, they kind of do it in Black Ops, but it goes away instantly. Yeah, look at the shooting the tires thing. It actually, you know, drops to where you shot it at. Bro, Battlefield is just, hey, I don't know. It seems like such the better game. It's crazy. All right, now we got Battlefield 6 official launch hype trailer 6 hours ago. They just got a new trailer, huh? Let's see the new trailer. I like how he put the streamers when whole time they're not even really excited for this game as much. They just want the battle royale, at least for the most part, right? I mean, that's what we've seen. What's that, Deji? Oh dang, I haven't seen Comedy Shorts Gamer in a minute. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Battlefield always makes good trailers, it seems like, for the most part. Especially when they added that one Renedez Zook or whatever you call that crazy move where he jumped out. The fact that they added that was crazy, but yeah, that was a good trailer, bro. Battlefield 6, bro. Only 3 more days, too. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this one right here. Leave a like, subscribe for more content like this every single day, man. And then obviously there's more channels or more videos on the channel if you guys want to go check that out. But appreciate y'all watching the videos. I really do. So, and any new subscribers, especially, y'all been going crazy with subscribing to the channel. But yeah, definitely leave a comment. Just let me know what y'all think of this whole situation right here. I really feel like Call of Duty just lost it this year, and they're fumbling. They're doing what they can last minute to try and save it. but I don't think it's just gonna, I really don't think it's gonna work. But like I said, let me know what y'all think.